Greetings once again, and welcome to another episode of this Christmas special. I may also extend this till next year. Myra Khandaar, at your service. I would like to wish you guys a merry little Christmas. In this next episode, I'd like to present a very special love story, but it's not just any love story, and it's definitely not some typical over-the-top romance like that of Natalie and her husband. No, this is a story of how an already broken man's heart was shattered into a million pieces, and a whole lot more that not even I would dare explain. You've got to see it for yourselves.
What's with the blue hair, Miss Crandall?
I didn't came here to talk about my looks, Brian Walker, but if you must ask, then yes, I had to change my looks.
My apologies, but let's talk about why we're both here. What have you learned from the man you once called your fiancé? Miss Crandall.
The man you seek to capture, Mercer, seems to have no weakness. Other than that, he's simply a broken man.
We both know that this man, he is very dangerous, Miss Crandall, and that's why we both agreed on this rather risky plan of yours. I want to know the reports, Miss Crandall, since you took a rather heavier risk by playing double agent. Do you have any idea how many men we've lost during this rampage?
I know what Mercer is capable of, but there's absolutely no way to stop him. Ever since I met him back in high school, I knew that he would become troublesome. How he even told me about why he absolutely hated Hawkins in the first place. You should ask Emma about that, Brian Walker.
Perhaps I should ask Miss Hawkins about what she did back in high school.
You brought us to our old high school, Brian. Feeling a little sentimental these days.
Something just doesn't feel right about all this.
I really have no idea about what you're talking about.
Something is clearly wrong here, but if you must know the real reason.
Yes, Brian, I want to know about what's really going on. You've been acting rather suspicious, especially towards me.
How do I put this? I wanted to talk about your family background.
My family background? Here in Berry High School, of all places. You could have just asked me about that, you know. But I think we should find a rather more suitable place to simply hang out.
Who are you, and have you seen Coco anywhere? I have no idea. Who is this Coco you happen to speak about? Wait a minute, Myra. Is that you? I never knew that you had a identical counterpart this whole time. Wait, what? Are you saying that I happen to have a human counterpart in this world? Yes, Myra, but you better not be disturbing her show. She's on TV, you know. Me, on TV? That's impressive. I've got to catch that program. I'm just wondering, where did Coco go?
What do you want to know, Brian?
Did your mother ever told about how she met your father, Emma?
You really had to ask about my dad, but I'll tell about him, if you really want.
I'm sorry, Emma, but I just needed to know, because certain things don't make sense.
In that case, Brian, I shall tell you about how my parents met. My mother, Julia, she was about to end up with another man, but according to my mother, there was another blonde woman who made her change her mind, and so my mother eventually met my dad. In my mother's words, she told me that the teenager she met years ago would be a white version of me had she ended up with the man who she was supposed to go after. As soon as my mother went after my father, the white blonde girl, she suddenly dropped to the ground while my mother held her in her arms, and she slowly disappeared as soon as she died.
Do you happen to believe in parallel universes, Emma?
Wait a minute, are you saying that she happens to be me? I'm just one of the many versions.
So let me get this straight. Another version of you, a version I know all too well went back in time to try and change your life. And here you are.
If what you're saying is true, then I'm not the Emma you personally knew.
This makes a whole lot of sense.
I couldn't find Coco anywhere, Mercer, but I did saw another bandicoot.
You're saying that Coco is missing, Princess.
Yeah, but you wouldn't like to know about who was the bandicoot I saw.
You're telling me that. It's Emma, isn't it?
Thankfully, it's not Emma at all, Mercer, but you wouldn't like her regardless.
I guess it won't really matter to me then. You really had to tickle me. What was that about?
Just a little gift. Why aren't we practice the real thing?
The real thing you say? Does this involve another surprise?
Just stand still and find out. The power of love indeed. We shall continue this on the next episode. What the hell was that? Who the hell are you? Mind blown. It is true. You are. Me. Wait, what? That's impossible, but your voice. You sound just like me. This is truly an honor to meet myself, a human counterpart of me. I'm just as surprised as you are. Excited. Someone's lacking there. Beauty sleep. Say. Why don't I do the honors of hosting the next episodes? What a brilliant idea. I'll leave this all up to you. For now.